Hey everyone, this is Jan, and you are watching a little daily Indie GameDev update for Wednesday, the 29th of July, 2026. The coffee is kicking in. We've got our little focus beat going on in the background. Let me turn that down just a little bit. And it is time to do something that I will never take for granted again. Double click on my game, and it is starting up. Look at that. What a beautiful thing. I went through such a nightmare yesterday. If you haven't watched yesterday's video for some reason my Mac deciding it can no longer read something because a file is missing. But why did it go missing? I don't know. But Unreal using an old Intel services program to actually boot up games meant that my game would no longer boot up on an M1 Mac Mini. 2 hours of troubleshooting with Gemini, and we finally nailed it down. And we finally fixed it, and after that I was burnt out and only spent just a little bit in the evening playing and writing down some ideas. So I just I hope you can forgive me, but I just kind of want to have a normal Wednesday where I can just look at this for like an hour before I go to the office. Alright, let's see if it actually works. Let's fire up the controller. We are ready to go. I changed the title. I have yet to figure out a system, even though, well, I've already figured it out, but I haven't implemented it. How I can have every area have its own title so that when you start there, should you start there, something appropriate comes on screen. This is nice. Kind of looks barren without all the shadow effects that I was testing the other day before the weekend, huh? Clearly, I go back and forth on ideas even after I implement them. I really like the idea of having an area that you have to uncover. Instead of going screen to screen, you go like part of the screen to part of the screen to uncover it, and that sensation of uncovering, there's a little satisfaction in that, even though it's not a huge deal. And so that means massively expanding on these shadows that I've already placed over the level. These are simple alpha images, and I want to have something a little bit more complicated that is animated and that is rasterized for that cool pixel effect that they used to use on the Genesis Mega Drive games. And then in the meantime, I've discovered a bug, and it's as followed. So this is my my own proper enemy in the game. The jump animation is actually the animation that I got from itch.io. I added an eyeball, I acid flipped it. I should probably give it a different color. And this is the bug. I put the loot back in the game, and you clearly pick it up as it shows down screen, and then you can just pick it up again and again and again. And it's a funny thing, but this used to work. It worked just last week. Why did this stop working? Good question. But clearly it is not being taken out of the game. So it's something to work on. So back to the shadows and the reveal mechanic that I want to implement. I also decided last weekend that the whole light shadow thing should really be a polish, and I'm treating it as like the main thing that I want to work on right now. And I think I do that because it would be such a visual striking thing to happen in this new area, so that even if the new area doesn't have enemies but only a puzzle for you to solve. See, you got like these blocks to go around, so imagine if we put some puzzle blocks in between and you have to figure out how to get through them. Or over here, there is a maze for you to wander through, but there's a particular order that you have to figure out. When you add to that a light shadow mechanic so that you first have to reveal the whole puzzle so that you can have a good look at it, that in itself could be a little puzzle game, right? And so I'm thinking of adding a torch and a way to light up the dungeon permanently if you want to. Which of course is something they also do at the start of Link to the Past, the 16-bit Zelda. How I'm exactly going to do that, if I just think about it just a little bit, I can pretty much do it with everything that I've learned already. It's not going to be too hard, it's just a bunch of work. And then of course the other big thing that I have been saying for some time is I need to figure out how to add enemies to this game that walk around without using the nav mesh system that Unreal Engine ships with. Which is awesome, but it doesn't work for me in this game. The summer sale is on the Fab Market store that you should check out. I actually found limited time free. What do you know? I don't have this one yet. Let's just quickly add that. Every month, Unreal Engine Epic gives away assets, and I actually set up, because I always thought Unreal Engine was pretty cool, but I I didn't know if I could actually have the time to get into it. This was years ago, and I actually set up an account with them just to download all this free stuff, just to build that up over time for when I would have time. And so I've got quite the extensive my library. Let's go back here. This guy figured data tables, and then you can have animated flipbooks in the tile map, which is great because I'm going to need a lot of them because I want to have animated borders where the water is. I just have to put them in, which is a lot of work and not important right now. Instead of just dropping them in and lining them up, if I could just have them in the tile map itself on a separate layer, I mean, so it could actually do more than that. It can also do enemies on the tile map. So I'm not sure how he moves them around, but if they move perfectly on a grid, that's it. I mean, that would be so much easier to figure out rather than just plunking them in the level and hoping they behave. I'm very excited to have this. It was, I mean, it's like $2 or $3. Interactive tile map by Graces Games. Graces Games. Did they do anything else? Oh, so they use this system. Okay, other things that I need to do while I walk around. I need to make this box a little bit bigger for the prompts to show you that there is information for you to read. I think I should also do it that if it's more than one line, it shouldn't go off screen. It should just stay on screen. Did I fix the bug? No. There is a bug that when it looks like you're on land and you then start to run while in the water, you can actually just run on water. Now, I don't think that's how God intended it. So it's not saving. So that's one bug. That's bug number 2, plus the loot. That's bug number 3. Can't load game. Save game. There's no save game. Okay. Thank you for the update. See? You can just run here. I have to disable that. But it's maybe it's just fun. I should just keep it in. And then when I actually want to run, it doesn't. Yeah, great. It's saved, but I didn't actually tell it to save. I didn't push the button yet. So that's bug number 4. Why won't you walk? Yeah. See again, this was bug number 1 of today. I also need to hook up the a display for showing how many coins you actually have. It's not on screen anywhere. What else? Quick, get to the... No, didn't make it. Okay, let's see if it's saved. If I'm back in the cave... No. Okay, it's saved. Great. Always that first playthrough where it happens that the interaction button simply doesn't work. And we do not know why. Just having a little thought about the art. This is of course work in progress animation art. I'm just trying to visualize like proper 16-bit pixel art and how big it would have to be, and at the same time fit in with the game. The text old lady needs to be a little higher because the bottom of the Y is getting, it looks like it's cut off. That's an easy fix. That's 5 bugs. Why are there spaces? Easy fix. See, it looks like lady instead of lady. Nana is of course slang in Spanish for grandma. Or is that slang or is that actually official? Nonno in Italian. Lola in Tagalog over here. This is my simplified story that I made. Took out all the branching storylines. Despite having spent so much work on it, I need to get better at writing branching storylines. But first I need to have a game that can be played from start to finish before I get into that. And I think that would be more appropriate for a sequel. Request received. Okay. Oh, this is not good. They're not going off screen. Bug 6 or bug 7? It's hard to keep track on this. Just a regular Wednesday. Ah, they left. Ah, that's my failsafe. That's my failsafe. Good. something is working. I build an extra step in because sometimes things just don't work. I make sure that there's a second way to do the same thing. Other things that still have to be implemented in this first quest. The quest we have to be able to finish the quest and have that added like a little tick or something. I suppose I could simply make a text file. So instead of keeping track of every individual quest, I can just add a sentence about this quest being completed to that text file, and then you can look up, so it's simply itemized, like you did all these quests. That would probably be the simplest implementation. I've tried to improve the timings of the transition, because I was having a look at that last week. But you so quickly get used to things and take things for granted that I don't know if it was actually faster or not. So probably going to have to dig up an old video. I'm also going to have to... I still haven't set up collision here to prevent you from just stealing everything, Ah, these also don't get picked up anymore. Interesting. That means I broke the pickup itself. Okay, mystery solved. Now I know where to look. If you get too close, you can't talk to him. See, now I can talk to him. Bug number 8. There was a system in place to make sure that you actually get the correct person. And I set that up once I had added a second NPC. Clearly I've broken that. Oh my god, this is just a regular day. 8 bugs. I kept some branching responses in here, but I minimized them because I don't want to overwhelm the player from the start. We can just increase it, ramp it up, maybe after we finish the game. Man, I need a second coffee. I think it's also time to be well, at least note that we need to improve this user interface. Only the poncho I wear I have. Let's put you to work. 8 bugs. Quest received. Could be a little faster. Will it just stay on screen? Let's see what happens when I move to the next one, if it travels with us. Okay. Bug number 9. Bug number 9. You know something? That's another thing. Let's say you come into the screen from the left, and then that text is right there in the middle. So you walk into or underneath text immediately. Bug number 9. What else can we break? The old elf wants to pickaxe. See, that's working. Let's try to save, because we didn't do that, or it didn't work. It's working. Let's see, did it save the quest? No, it did not. Oh, of course, because I didn't save. Okay, that's another thing that we definitely have to look into. I simply would expect it to save the quest, even if it's not the location. And that's it for this Wednesday. It's time to get started. I have to go to the office. We have to hand in this laptop. See what the IT department is going to say. Thank you for watching. I hope you're excited about following along on this journey that I've embarked I think it's about 1 year ago. And we're going to be talking in the next week. We're going to be talking about some of the indie games that I saw at the PGDX convention that I went to last Friday. There's a video about that event that I posted on Monday, I think, Sunday or Monday. I'm very happy with that video, so please check it out. We're going to be talking about some of the people I saw there, some of the things that I thought about their games, some of the stickers, but really I really want to talk to you about the insights I gained by seeing so many indie game developers presenting their wares at a booth and wanting to do what they're doing and sit there at a booth of my game and realizing that this one is not yet up to the task, because as you just saw, we can't complete the first quest. And that would be a nice thing to have. At least one quest that you can complete that is fully polished with a trailer on a second screen playing right next to it. That is my new goal. But we're going to talk more about that this coming week. I also have a tutorial coming up about how I make these videos, in case you're interested. That is coming up very soon. A lot of the footage has already been shot. I just have to put it together. But as you know, putting videos together can be a little time consuming. Anyway, time to get going. Hope you have a good one. See you in the next one. Cheers.